we underestimate dramatically the impact we have on other people all day, every single day, and we don't understand that outsized
And that's
and
what unreasonable
asymmetrical.
hospitality
Yeah,
is about. Okay, so let's start with the story of the family who comes in. They're on their way back to Europe. This is
yeah,
their last restaurant they're visiting in New York. And you overhear them say,
yes. So I'm in the dining room clearing dirty plates at this table. It was a table of four. They were foodies on vacation to New York just to eat at great restaurants. And this is their last meal. They're literally going straight to the airport and they're raving about their trip. They'd been to Le Bernardin and Jean-Georges and Danielle and Per Se. And if everyone in this room doesn't know what those restaurants are, just trust in how fancy they sound.
yeah,
They're the good ones.
yes, Danielle.
And now 11 Madison Park, trip of a lifetime. But then one woman jumps in and said, yeah, but you know what we never got to have was a New York City hot dog. And it was one of those light bulb moments. And I dropped off the plates, ran outside of the hot dog cart, bought a hot dog, ran back into the kitchen. Then came the hard part, convincing my chef to serve it. But I asked him to trust me, and eventually he cut it up into 4 perfect pieces, putting one on each plate with a little swish of ketchup, one of mustard, a quenelle of sauerkraut, a little scoop of relish, and I think he topped it off with like a micro herb to make it look fancy. And then before their final savory course, which at the time was our honey lavender glazed Muscovy duck that had been dry aged for 2 weeks, I brought out what we in New York call a dirty water dog to the table. And I explained it. I said, hey, I overheard you talking. We could not let you go home with any regrets. Here's that New York City hot dog. And they freaked out. I've been working in restaurants my entire life. I'd served tens of millions of dollars worth of Wagyu beef and lobster and caviar. And yet I can confidently say that I had never seen anyone react to anything I'd served them like they did to that hot dog.
To that hot dog, yes.
And I think in moments like that, you need to go back to the tapes, see what you did well to make sure you keep on doing that thing. That's how you put intention to intuition.
Well, intention, I live by that. That's my
Yeah.
principle. And you learned that from your father. I
Yes.
learned that from a thought leader that I had on in like 1989, Gary Zukov, writes about it in Seed of the Soul, whole chapter on intention, how it's one with cause and effect, and intention is what determines the outcome.
Yes.
So tell us your experience of learning intention, that principle from your father.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about what my dad did, working 15 hours a day, being a good dad to me, taking care of a handicapped wife, it required an unbelievable level of intention.
Intentionality.
Yeah, every move mattered. Every decision counted. Nothing could just be happenstance. And because he was so intentional, not only in managing his time, but in pursuing the relationships that mattered most to him, he was able to thrive in all 3 of those roles. And I mean, I think unreasonable hospitality happens at the intersection of intention and creativity. And I learned the intention part definitively from him.
So in unreasonable hospitality is really about going the extra, extra, extra mile and being conscious of that, paying attention
Yeah.
to how you use service in a way that really alters an experience for a person.
Yeah, I think it requires 3 things fundamentally. 1, just being present, which I define as caring so much about the one person in front of you that you stop caring about everything else you need to do. And these days, with phones in our pockets as perpetual distractions, it's really hard, even for the best of us, to do well. And yet, one of the most powerful things is learning that we need to slow down in order to speed up.
Yeah. You write that in Unreasonable Hospitality that there is nobility in service. Can you expand on that? Because I think a lot of people don't get that there's nobility in it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I was a kid, most of the people my age, they were being strongly encouraged to be doctors or lawyers and bankers. No one wanted their kid to go and serve other people. That was almost like putting yourself below others. And yet, gosh, I think there is nobility in service. I think, by the way, just naming the importance of your work is a valuable exercise for everyone, because I don't care how much you love your job, sometimes work stinks. And if you don't know that you're making an impact, it's hard to bring your fully realized self to the table. And so in hospitality and service.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, what happened with me and my dad at the Four Seasons, we have the ability to help people celebrate some of the most important moments of their
You
lives.
say here on page 99, without exception, no matter what you do, you can make a difference in someone's life.
Mm.
You must be able to, you sound like Maya Angelou. You must be able to name for yourself why your work matters. Doesn't that resonate with you all? You must be able to name for yourself. And if you're a leader, you need to encourage everyone on your team to do the same. Why must you be able to name for yourself why it matters?
Because I think if you're simply repeating back words that someone else has given you, they cannot fully be your own. I think people need to pause for long enough to think about what they do and identify all the many people they can impact so beautifully through that work. Because once you have, I just think that's when you are fully called to greatness.
Call to greatness.